alaikum, welcome to another Suhoor Bite. Today we have a special guest for you, Farah Coculuzzi, who is a Kiwi game dev from Auckland, living in Canada, producer at Copy Games and Viewport Games, doing biz dev stuff for Wilder Games, a lot of stuff. Farah, instead of having a conversation, she recorded something for you, so I'm just going to kick the mic to her and let her walk you through your Suhoor this morning. Hope you enjoy.
Hi, my name's Farah, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about Ramadan food memories that I can remember from my childhood. First off, I'd like to thank the Habibis for inviting me on to their Suhoor Bites segment. I'm really honored to be here, so thank you. So when my siblings and I were really young, I would say towards 10, 11 years old, we had this really weird Ramadan tradition where we would pick a lunchbox that we loved, and every single day we would fill it up with snacks, like special snacks that we could eat at the end of the day. And every day my mum and dad would give us some loose change, and we'd go to the dairy and we'd pick random candy from the loose bins, that candy that costs 20, 50 cents back in the day. And we'd fill up our lunchboxes with these random candies and snacks. And it got to a point where it just became a competition of who had the best candies. It was fun times. It was innocent days. I think for us, especially growing up in a country where we didn't have family, it was really important for us to make our own little traditions, and food did play a big part of it. My mum would always make some qataif. They're these little pancakes that you can stuff with cream or nuts, and then you can fry them again or bake them, and then you cover them in syrup. I really recommend them. They're amazing. But my mum seemed to only make them during Ramadan. So she always had these special recipes that she would bring out once a year. I remember also during Ramadan when I was in high school, I went to a Muslim girls' high school. And every year we would have a special iftar. Iftar is the breakfast part of the day of Ramadan, and we'd have this school-wide event, and every class was in charge of cooking a special dish for the entire all the attendees. I think we'd have about 200 people attend, all the girls and their families. It was really lovely. It did end up being a bit chaotic towards the end of the day, just before the adhan would go off, but I'm really grateful for those memories. I would say my first introduction to Ramadan was probably when I saw my parents eating this yummy suhoor around 3 a.m. I think I was probably 5 years old, so I didn't really know what was going on, but I was why am I missing out on this yummy food? So sometimes I would just sneakily wake up and go join them to eat food in the morning. Sometimes my mum would have these yummy food combos, Arabic cheese and watermelon, especially when Ramadan's in the summer. Having that kind of spread is so good, especially just to prep your day. I think now that I'm older and living far away from my parents, you definitely do take those moments and your parents cooking for you for granted. So hopefully once, the pandemic's over, we can go to New Zealand and have a big meal with my family. Definitely do miss my mum's cooking. I don't think I can ever match her cooking skills. I just cannot nail the same recipes that she usually prepares for us during Ramadan. But yeah, I think going forward, like, I always appreciate like how important food plays in Ramadan, and just how close it makes everyone feel at the end of the day. I hope you all have a lovely Ramadan Mubarak, and I hope you enjoy your family's company and enjoy your food.